is constantly being ranked as one of the best places to live in Colorado. But is it really that great? That's what this video is for. Let's get started. Christy Lee here, and I am a local real estate agent in the state of Colorado, but more importantly, I am a native of Colorado. If you're new to my channel, all of my videos are here to help you figure out where to move to. If that's something that interests you, please click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. Now, as much as I love making these videos, I love helping you more. So my contact information is right there. Please reach out to me. I would love to talk to you. All right, so today I'm going to be talking about Littleton, Colorado, and I do absolutely love Littleton, but obviously there are going to be some cons about living in this great city. I personally lived there for about 3 years or so I can attest to how great it is, and maybe not so great. So let's just jump right in. The very first pro I definitely think about Littleton is going to be its proximity to the foothills. Now, if you're somebody who loves to head up to the mountains maybe every weekend, maybe you're a weekend warrior and you go camping or skiing or snowboarding, whatever, but it's every weekend or even every other weekend, Littleton is a great location. In fact, we're about 10 miles southwest of Denver, and you're sitting right there off of C470, and then you're going to hop right onto I-70. So you're going to be really close to all those mountains, the foothills. If you like to bike or hike, fish, Littleton is going to be a great location for that as well, because there's Chatfield Reservoir down there. You have Roxborough State Park out there. So there's just so many outdoor activities located in Littleton. If you're somebody who likes to ride your bike, the Highline Canal is going to be down there as well. That spans from Aurora all the way out to Chatfield. So it's just a great location if you love the outdoors. Now, another pro about living in Littleton is their school district. In fact, they actually have their own school district. It's called Littleton Public Schools, and it actually covers about 26 square miles. Littleton's actually only 13 square miles, so it does cover actually more than just Littleton, and they're actually ranked, according to niche.com, overall ranking is an A. So they have really great schools down there. So if you have kiddos and you're concerned about what kind of education they're getting and you want to make sure that they're going to be in good school district, Littleton is a great option because they are continuously ranked as A according to niche.com, but in general as well. It's just a common knowledge out here that Littleton does have great schools. Now, if you're somebody who really likes that more mature feeling, maybe of a neighborhood or even a city for that matter, with more mature trees, more mature houses, Littleton is going to be a great place for you, because that's exactly what it is. When you go down there, you definitely will notice that, you know, the city as a whole has, it's just older buildings, bigger trees. It's just a little bit older. And so when you notice, when you're driving around the neighborhoods, majority of them are going to be ranch style homes lined with more mature trees. So if that's something that you gravitate towards, definitely Littleton is going to be a great option, because that's a majority of that city. All right, the fourth pro is going to be, they have a great downtown area. It's so cute and so historical as well. You have the little, the old buildings that have been renovated into cute little boutiques, really cool restaurants. The Melting Pot is down there. Really cool breweries are actually down in that area as well, which leads me to my fifth pro, is Littleton actually has great breweries. I could think of just 6 just within the little area right there. There's Breckenridge Brewery. There is Jake's Brew Bar, Living the Dream Brewery. There's a bunch down there that you could go check out if that's something that you love. But both with the downtown area as well as the breweries and the restaurants, boutiques, actually right there as well is the Arapahoe Community College. The 2-year associate's degree college is located right next to the downtown area as well. So they're the walking distance. If you're living specifically near the downtown area, you could walk to all these cool little restaurants and boutiques, bars, whatever, and have a really great time just because they've really done a great job reinventing this downtown area. I will say as well, they are really into like festivals and and things like that. And a lot of that is going to take place in that downtown area. So if you're somebody who likes to be part of, the farmers markets and festivals and things of that nature, Littleton is going to be a great location for you. Okay, so now on to the cons list. And I will be honest, it was a little bit hard to kind of find a con with Littleton, especially since I have lived down there. I do love Littleton, but obviously nothing is perfect. So the very first con is going to be the home prices, or just the overall prices to live down in Littleton. It will be a little bit more expensive. So right now we're in April of 2023, and the median house price in Littleton is going to be mid 600s, and the rent is going to be roughly $2,100 a month. Now, when I talk about median house prices being mid 600s, what you're going to get for that is going to be probably something in the 60s or 70s, maybe 80s, a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit more run down, I suppose. It probably hasn't been renovated, or maybe it's about to be renovated. If you're wanting something that's either newer or larger, definitely expect to pay a lot more for that. And the main reason why this is because you are so close to the foothills. So anything close to the foothills in general, you're going to be paying a pretty penny for, just because of the location. It's gorgeous out there. You have so many views and rolling hills and foothills and all of that good stuff, but you are going to be paying for that. So do kind of note that. I will say, as another con going into that as well, is that there's not a whole lot of growth. So while yes, I mean, Littleton it does have growth, but it's kind of here and there, just because it already is pretty mature. It's a very established city. And so if you're looking for maybe a newer home, like a new build home, you're really going to only find that probably in the south side of Littleton near Roxborough. There's a lot of growth near Roxborough. I believe it's called Sterling Point out there, Sterling neighborhood, something like that. It's going to be on the south side of Littleton. Gorgeous out there, absolutely gorgeous out there. But that really is the only location, or one of the very few locations. And that being said, it's very far from everything else. So you do have, I believe it's a Safeway, a couple restaurants maybe, but there's really nothing else, at least as of yet. They are trying to grow it, obviously, but it is down the way. So if you're looking for something that's going to be closer to, maybe like a Target, that area is going to be still a good about 20 minutes away from anything other than a Safeway. All right, so to piggyback on those first two cons, I will say a third con is that Littleton is pretty spread out. So it is 13 square miles. The overall feel of Littleton still feels small, but it's definitely not nearly as small as some of the other places, around Denver. So the walkability within Littleton is not wonderful unless you live by the downtown area. So if you're wanting something you're able to walk to restaurants and walk to stores or movie theater or whatever, make sure you are going to be closer to that downtown area, just because everything else, like I said, down south by the Roxborough area, everything is very spread out. So you will most likely need a car, or at least have to utilize public transportation. One thing I will say with Littleton is that they absolutely do have great public transportation. You have the light rail down there. You have buses, things like that. So you are able to utilize all that. But it is very spread out. So just kind of know that if you're moving there. All right, a fourth con of Littleton, while I personally don't think this is a con, some people might, is that it is very kid and family friendly. So it is suburbia. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're maybe younger or single or like to do the nightlife. Littleton might not be a good fit for you because it definitely is very suburbia. You have things spread out. You have the single family homes. So unless you like that lifestyle, or, you're planning on having that lifestyle at some point and want to get in early, it's going to be very suburbia for you. The average age who live in Littleton is going to be roughly 39, 40 with kids, so just kind of note that if that's not the vibe that you like, maybe head to a different area and contact a realtor or myself about other areas that might fit your lifestyle as well. All right. And the fifth con of living in Littleton is honestly, I couldn't really find a fifth one. I truly do love Littleton. I really do. So other than it being maybe just a little bit older, which I personally like the newer vibe of things, I love the location of Littleton. I love the views and the mature trees of Littleton. So there's a lot of more pros than cons about Littleton, in my opinion. Please reach out to me if you have additional questions regarding this area or any other area. I would love to help you. Remember to click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. And then to the next video, take care.